Internet, Eric here. Back. Shocktober is over. It's been I don't know, about a week since my last video, maybe a little bit less, but that took a lot out of me. 13 videos in 13 days. It was a lot of fun, but I took a much needed break, and I'm back with a discussion of a movie I've never seen before, and I had to get out of the horror genre just for a little bit. Never seen this before. I'm a big fan from John Hughes, or a big fan of John Hughes. I didn't realize it was a John Hughes written film, and I didn't know too much about it other than a lot of gifs that are used, and the basic plot. But it seems like everyone who talked about it really enjoyed it. So I finally sat and watched Career Opportunities. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. This came out in 1991. Yeah, I'd never seen it before, and the basic, all I really knew about it is Jennifer Connelly. She's 21 and she's looking hot. That's it. A basic plot is we're following, what's his name? I don't know. It doesn't matter. This dork here, and he's kind of a shyster. He's always telling like tall tales and just trying to make himself look impressive to anyone who is around him. And what happens is he gets fired from like his umpteenth job. Dad says basically, get a job so you can pay rent or get the fuck out of the house. So he gets a job being the cleanup boy at a Target. And he gets locked in overnight. And Jennifer Connelly is locked in there with him. And then, how do you pronounce his name? Mulroney guy. What's his name? Dermot Mulroney. The one that was in a Copycat and Young Guns, and I guess his real life brother Kieran. I don't fucking know him. They are would-be robbers and try to rob the place. First off, this guy here. He is Frank Whaley. It says he's from The Doors. I had no idea who he was. I looked him up. He is Boy from Little Monsters. I fucking hate him in this movie. Problem is, if you know me personally, or if you've seen a lot of my videos, my main thing is when you're following somebody for 90 minutes, and it's mostly in the horror genre, if you're following someone for 90 minutes, I have to like this person. This actor here, he's annoying, he's antagonizing, he's a horrible actor, he's kind of a wiener. I don't like him at all. Every time he's on screen and talks, I just want to stop the movie because I can't stand him. He's just very unlikable. He's a little too immature. He's not like, Adam Sandler, like poop jokes immature. He's just, I don't know. He's not like a man-child like Adam Sandler. But I just don't like watching him. He's not likable in any situation. I'm like, even when he's trying to impress Jennifer Connelly, I think he fails and he comes off as pathetic. Jennifer Connelly, she looks hot. She shows off her tits a lot, and that's about it. She looks bored in this movie. I mean, she doesn't really do much. There is no chemistry, in my opinion, between these two. She's there just to show off cleavage and ride the horse. If you know what I mean, you've seen the trailer, you've seen the GIFs, you know what I'm talking about. She's basically there for, like, whack-off material. Adds nothing to the movie. Let's see here. John Candy's in it in a somewhat funny cameo, but the sad thing is the cameo is like literally 3 minutes, and that's probably the best part of this movie. And it's just so disappointing because it just goes so downhill from here. Dermot Moroney, he plays like a really stupid burglar, and his brother is really stupid too. They're not. You don't buy them being threatening, and it's kind of John Hughes, so you have this kind of, comedic tone to it. And I knew it, with it being John Hughes going in, I kind of knew I had to lighten up a little bit. But these guys are just so stupid. They're annoying, they're dumb, they fall for everything. Again, Jennifer Connelly just shows off the boobs, which is nice. But, we don't get to see everything. It's just, a low-cut tank top, but sometimes that's all it takes. And they fall for everything, hook, line, and sinker. And they're just defeated in a stupid, bumbling way. The only person I liked in this movie was William Forsyth as the psychotic boss to What's His Nuts. He is like, let's just say he is like the younger brother of Sheriff Wydell in Devil's Rejects. He doesn't have the law on his side, but he is just as crazy. He doesn't like to be touched. He yells and screams. He is fantastic. If you're a fan of William Forsythe, go to YouTube and see if you can find his whole role in this movie there. He's literally in this movie 5 minutes, and that's it. Um, a lot of this movie is just, I'm just gonna call him Boy because he's from like I said, Little Monsters. It's just him bored in Target on roller skates, just goofing around, um, trying to be like Richard Pryor in The Toy and failing miserably because he doesn't have the talent or charisma or comedic chops or anything to just get me interested in this character. That's the problem. He's not just annoying and pathetic and worthless. He's uninteresting. Why should I care? If I already don't like him, why should I care that he wants to get with Jennifer Connelly? I don't. We have this, the whole schmaltzy slow dance to some music. They do finally kiss. I don't care because I don't like this guy. Um, there really isn't too much to this movie. That's the thing. Now, John Hughes, you can write a good movie where there's not too much to it. The Breakfast Club, fantastic movie. Not much happens in that movie. It's all based on these characters and the conversations they have with each other. This was downright boring. Now I looked at up some research, which is like IMDb, because that's my thing now. I like to just see what I'm watching and see what like IMDb claims that happens. And I guess even John Hughes says he was disappointed in this one, and I could see why. It doesn't have, I don't know if it's a way to say is like the John Hughes magic to it. It falls flat on everything. Like I said, I do not get why people like this so much. I don't know if it's, they grew up with it and they grew up with Jennifer Connelly and she made she made parts of them grow up, if you know what I mean. Gorgeous woman, wonderful to look at, but she adds nothing other than sex appeal to this. And remember this, Brian Gordon was the director. He knew how to film her in that tank top too, because trust me, there's times when they're taken hostage by the Moroney brothers and she's on the ground and that camera is right there. So I thank you for that, but I just wish you could add more to your movie. I don't get it. I don't get why people like this movie. I don't get why people love this movie. But you know what? More power to you. I thought this was a waste of and it's 83 minutes, under 90 minutes. Didn't like this movie at all. Do not recommend. If you're a John Hughes fan, it's definitely, in my opinion, his weakest thing. I did not like this movie at all. It's the first John Hughes movie I know of that I don't like. Awful main character. Nice to look at, but that's it. The burglars are bumbling and stupid and not even funny. It's boring. William Forsythe, the only thing that saves this movie, 5 minutes. And then her backstory of she's a rich girl, and she wants to get arrested because she was stealing in the mall, and that's why she's there. She wants to get arrested to get daddy's attention. Who fucking cares? Stupid. The thing with her dad trying to find her goes nowhere. Awful. Waste of time. Did not like it. Getting rid of this movie. So if you want it, you know what? It'll probably go out with when I hit 1,000 subs, because when I hit 1,000 subs, it'll be another one of my, hey, I'm getting rid of some crap and take it or leave it type of contest. But yeah, do not recommend Career Opportunities. That's it. Like and subscribe. I don't even know what else to say. Comment below. Click the bell. Comment below. Tell me what you like about this movie. If you really enjoy this, other than staring at Jennifer Connelly, tell me why. Maybe I caught it on the wrong day. Probably not, because it took me 2 days to finish this movie. Am I being too harsh on the main actor? Am I being too harsh on the Moroney brothers? Am I just not seeing what people enjoy about this film? Let me know, because you know what? I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But man, I did not like this one. Cheers.